With the video I made a few days ago about Yaddle Poof, a lot of the comments wanted me to cover Yaddle's story and what exactly happened to her. Seeing as how she was the same mysterious species as Yoda, it's no wonder George took her out of the films in order to make Yoda's fight scenes all that much more special and limited. Yaddle possessed rare Jedi powers not many knew about, such as Morichiro, an ancient art that enabled the user to slow the opponent's bodily functions to the point of death. Now, there's always been this big debate online between Yaddle and Yoda as to just who was the stronger one. While many say Yoda, there are some die-hard Yaddle fans who believe she surpassed the Grandmaster far before her untimely demise. In Legends, Yaddle actually, like Poof, saved millions of people, and primarily Anakin's life. Her demise can be read in the old book Jedi Quest: Shadow Trap, which takes place about 7 years after The Phantom Menace, or roughly 3 before Attack of the Clones. Now, before I read this piece from the book, essentially what happened here was Yaddle, Obi-Wan, and Anakin went to the war-torn world of Mawan on a diplomatic effort which ended up in stopping a massive bioweapon. Our story begins just as they finally get their hands on this weapon and Yaddle takes it into her possession atop a giant skyscraper. Let's begin. Yaddle hung above Anakin, above the tallest building of Natan, the Force holding her temporarily aloft. She held a silver canister against her chest. No, he shouted, but he could already feel it. Yaddle was drawing in the great net of the Force she had created, drawing it around her so tightly and fiercely and strongly that Anakin fell to his knees. He had never felt the Force move like this. He couldn't speak or move. From far below, Grant had detonated the explosives. Anakin heard a sharp pop, then nothing more. The Force grew until Anakin was dazzled. Instead of exploding, the canister imploded and Yaddle drew the toxic gas and the explosive power in, absorbing it into her body. Then she simply disappeared. A shower of light particles swirled, hung in the air, then evaporated. Anakin's face was wet. Tears flowed and he did not feel them. The night sky was empty, and Jedi Master Yaddle was dead. So that's the untimely and short demise of Yaddle in a nutshell. It's a shame we didn't get to see more of her, seeing as how she's the only link to Yoda's species that we know of. Apparently, there has been rumored talk of a Yoda anthology film, and with 15 more years of Star Wars announced, I'm sure we'll get it, along with many more of his comics, and other legendary characters, of course. Maybe we'll finally learn of his mysterious species, and if there are any more like Yoda or Yaddle. Here's a random fact to end the video. Did you know that Yaddle was originally sketched as Yoda, but then they put her in the film as the female Yaddle? It's kind of cool to know. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode of Star Wars Theory. I'll have a new fan fiction out for you this week, so stay tuned. Until the next episode, remember, my fellow Jedi and Sith friends,
the Force will be with you always.
Fulfill your destiny.